Aragorn's a tracker hunting coons at night. Gimli swinging axes, but his aim ain't right. Legolas is prepping, shooting butts off logs. Harlan's painting toenails, yelling at the dogs. Saruman's a neighbor's always causing grief, scheming in his tower like a backwoods thief. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow.
Of Arrakis, it's me, Shai-Hulud, your beloved sandworm of the desert. Many people are saying Paul Atreides, little Paul Atreides. I call him Pesky Paul. He's Al-Mahdi. People are calling him Lisan Al-Gaib. Pesky Paul's calling himself Muad'Dib. He said, Muad'Dib, I'm a little desert mouse, just a humble little desert mouse. And he is very tiny, I saw him.
Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles, middle-aged mutant ninja turtles, middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. All of their shoes are from New Balance, and turtles used to battle all over New York. It was radical. Now they work late nights in customer support. It pays the bills. They would break dance in their teens, and now they use sleep apnea machines. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles.
Hi Colonel, this is Snake. I've made it to the insertion point. I stayed pretty warm due to that anti-freezing peptide that you gave to me, but I have to admit I was able to smuggle out my smokes in my stomach. You know, it wasn't fantastic, but I gotta have them ciggies. Psychic powers are cheating. I'm gonna plug my controller into port 2. Hind D, more like D Hind. Ho! But seriously, what's a Russian gunship doing here? Big back, big back, big...
Good evening and welcome back to Nerddom's Pull List. Issue number 60 for the week of March 5th, 2025. This room looks a little blue. How about we add a little bit of pink? How's everyone doing? Hope you all had a great week. I know I took last week off. I apologize. Work has been crazy, dude. Work has been crazy, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do first. Hope you all had a great week. Little bit of housekeeping. I did figure out how to multi-stream. So if you like watching on Twitch, if you like watching on YouTube, we're on both. My prime channel is still YouTube, but I figured why not offer more choices? So that was my thought. And yeah, wherever anybody wants to watch, we're on both platforms. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So got it working, which I was happy about. I tried to do it on Sunday, but dude, we failed. But we had a good test run last night watching Daredevil Born Again. I'm not sure if we'll do this every week. We'll do watch parties, but yeah, that was actually kind of fun. And then filming my thoughts afterwards and getting that out to you guys. After sitting with it, I do have some more thoughts, but I may save them for next week. We have one episode next week. Just one episode next week, so nice and short, maybe just a short watch party. We'll be posting about it for sure. But big news. Man, it kind of sucks that we missed last week, but looks like Kathleen Kennedy kind of faked everybody out, huh? She kind of faked everybody out. Let's take a look at it. Oh boy. Remember all those people pushing out, oh, Kathleen Kennedy's leaving. She's leaving. She had to come out and say, no, I'm not. I'm not leaving. Kathleen Kennedy speaks on her Lucasfilm plans. She is not soon retiring, and the films that will keep her in Star Wars orbit for years to come. So this is actually a really weird piece written out for her. It's half puff piece, and it's half kind of contradictory. So what she does, she actually explains, and you guys have probably already seen this, but she explains that she is looking for successors. She's looking for successors, I guess maybe at her age, maybe she's always looking for successors. But she has no plans of leaving Lucasfilm anytime soon. No time soon. It's crazy actually how long she's been in the business. If you think about the 80s, helping out Spielberg and all those cats. But here is what she says right here. The truth is, and I want to say I would just say loud and clear, I am not retiring. I will never retire from movies. Interesting point. I will die making movies. That is the first thing that's important to say. I am not retiring. That's happening. What's happening at Lucasfilm is I've been talking for quite some time with both Bob and Alan about what eventual succession might look like. Very important point. Very important point there. We have an amazing bench of people here, and we have every intention on making an announcement months or a year down the road. Why would you leave that open? Why would you say, months or a year? But I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not freaking leaving. That's what it sounds like. We are in lockstep as to what that's going to be, and I am continuing. I'm producing the Mandalorian movie right now, and I'm also producing Sean Levy's movie, which is after that. So I'm continuing to stay at Lucasfilm and looking very thoughtfully with Bob and Alan. So Bob Iger and... who's Alan? I don't know that one. As to who's stepping in. So that is all underway, and we have every right to make that announcement when we want to make it. So it's her prerogative, you know. That you are looking within seems to give credence to what we've heard. So that's what we've heard. Maybe that's what the rumor started, was she's looking for a successor. She's looking for a successor, everybody. Oh my gosh, she's leaving. So everyone may have jumped their guns a little bit soon on that. An executive like Chief Creative Officer Dave Filoni is in a good position as he works on Star Wars to write and direct. Kathleen Kennedy said, I can't say who it is because there's an internal process that goes on inside a large corporation and a publicly held company as to how we go about making deals, finalizing decisions, and making announcements. There's nothing unusual about it, and we're in that process. If you're in that process, what are we doing? This flurry of press coverage, it sounds like chaos. What's the reality? Chaos? There's never been any chaos. No chaos. There's no chaos. I don't know what you've heard. There's no chaos. No, we haven't had a theatrical release since 2019. But there's no chaos. No, there's none chaos whatsoever. I don't know what you're hearing about. There's never been any chaos because we know exactly what the plan is. I think what this is putting on a save face. putting on a strong face, putting on a save face. She's trying to save face in front of everybody. She cannot be in control of a multi-million, hundred millions dollars projects and be incompetent, right? Be incompetent. So she's trying to save face here by saying, no, we've always had an idea. We always have a plan. Oh, part of the plan. That's what's going on. I'm not going to be here forever. George asked me 13 years ago to step in, and now I'm looking at who's going to replace me. So that's, again, how all the rumors started. Yeah, I'm looking for someone to replace me, but I'm not freaking leaving. Hopefully she's of good health, you know? Hopefully she's fine, health-wise. We don't want anything, like, bad happening to people. But, you know, just retire. Take the retirement money, man. Fudge. At a certain point, what is it really that you think you're the best person? Or is it hubris, man? And as I said, we have a bench of people internally to handle the business, the creative side. The job has grown also since I stepped in. There was no streaming. There weren't a lot of things that were involved in right now going on. So it has grown. Basically meaning we have to produce TV shows because there's a mandate from corporate overlords of Disney+. So Disney says we need content for our platform. The content needs to last more than a movie. She probably isn't sick, but her mental health has probably taken a hit. I can imagine. What's up, Brett? How are you, man? But again, like, why would you say that I'm never leaving movies? I'm not freaking leaving. But then we have a plan of succession. It might be months or years down the line. Is it because she's just leaving the door open for her to walk out anytime? You all right? Happy to be back? All good, man. Happy you're here. Thanks for spending the Wednesday. Hanging out, man. Hanging out. I was saying this the other day. I'm like, this kind of just feels like book club, you know? This feels like just us hanging out, talking to some crap. Comic book club. Maybe that's the next project. But this line will probably make an announcement months or a year out. And I have months or a year out. So months or a year out from her leaving. Help that person be successful. I'm already producing the Mandalorian movie and Sean Levy is after that. So that's what it is. So when she is going to finally retire, she is going to announce that months or a year ahead and then help the successor. Now, who do we think the successor is? Who do we think the successor is? I don't think it's Filoni. I don't think it's Filoni. Nah. I don't know. I don't think Filoni has the business sense. Do you think Filoni has the business sense? Now again, it's not just Star Wars, right? This is Lucasfilm president. So this is ILM projects. This is also the movies. Star Wars, of course. Indiana Jones, if you want to do that. We just need someone who really understands Star Wars. Yeah. Favreau, I can see Favreau being more of the business side. I can see that. You know, he's smart with money. I think he has been very diligent on budgets. Especially on Mando. Like, what's that screen? The set that they all shoot on? He made that out of a necessity to save money, right? Filoni is smart with money? He's a name. Really? I didn't know he's good with money. I didn't know Filoni was good for money. Favreau would be good. Yeah, Favreau would be good. I don't know who else would be. I mean, like they have what's his name? Who's in charge of ILM? He is the senior leader there. God, I forgot his name. He's got a goatee. He was the one who wrote the first idea of Rogue One. He's in my video when I did the Rogue One video. But I don't know if he would be a good choice. He's already in charge of ILM, I believe. And I don't know if he would then be promoted up, because that's really business side. If you're in charge of ILM, you have to decide what projects to take and what not. And you're a big machine, you know? I wonder if ILM is broken up into different teams and they kind of outsource those teams onto different projects. Like, oh, team A and B are working on this project for WB or somebody. Actually, WB has Weta. WB works with Weta. Disney works with ILM. A couple other companies have worked. Paramount worked with ILM. Imagine the Transformers movie. That was all ILM, dude. Those Transformers movies. Can you believe how good they freaking look to this day? Oh, man. Even Iron Man 1 looks so good. Beyond what we have nowadays. That was like artistry, but that was months and months of work. Did you guys see the video of the gentleman who did the Rise of Skywalker on a budget? CG comparison. Oh man, what did he did CG Rise of Skywalker on a budget. Dang, his video's been making rounds on Twitter. He posted it a long time ago. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Oh no, it might just be Star Wars. Let me check Josh. But you guys gotta watch this. If you haven't seen this, you gotta watch it. I know yeah, here it is. Alright, let's watch this real quick. Watch this. This dude made this on his own, and I'll find the real video, but he did a great job. All on his own in a week. The bitrate really sucks. I apologize about that. I don't know why she runs, I guess. Like, it looks pretty good, man. For a week's worth of work? Let me see if I can find him. Eric does VFX. Eric does VFX. Here he is. I found this video a long time ago. Yeah, 2 months ago.
Love or hate the newer Star Wars movies? I think we can all love or hate the newer Star Wars movies.
So good.
I think we can all agree that this shot is epic. So let's try to recreate it, though we have a few challenges to overcome. First of all, I don't own a wire that can make me jump 20 feet in the air, so we'll have to get creative there. And second, like we discovered in my Iron Man recreation video, I don't live anywhere near a desert, so that's another problem for us to solve. And let's actually start with that one. I live in Norway, and while we don't have deserts, we do have beautiful mountains. So let's use that.
It's pretty cool what he's able to do here.
Area like the movie, but I had no luck finding something that would work. And after failing to flatten it myself, I decided to just embrace the mountains.
Just embrace the mountain.
Part of the video.
It's not a bug.
Yeah, shout out Norway. Indeed, this dude's really good.
And in the past, I've just held kitchen utensils and replaced them in post. But this is quite tedious and doesn't always look the best.
Oh god.
So for this video, I've gone full nerd and gotten a real lightsaber hilt to save some time.
Hell yeah, buddy.
This turned out to be one of the hardest shoots I've ever done. It was freezing, and just as we started filming, it started snowing. Luckily,
That's
this
pretty cool.
did make the shots pretty epic, so I'd say
It did.
was worth the pain. I didn't end up bringing a trampoline, so we'll have to fix this jump in post. By the way, it must suck being a stunt woman and nailing this epic landing, but then having it all covered up.
Oh man,
However,
yeah, that
since
sucks.
I'm directing this version, I'm gonna keep my epic landing in, which will also save me some time on the VFX, but that's totally not why I'm doing it. The only problem is getting an epic landing.
Oh man, can you
And
imagine all
I
this?
found
Oh my
inner
god.
gymnastic And got something that sort of works, but we'll definitely have to make this look a bit more epic later on. We quickly shot everything else we needed, including some drone shots, and then
Sick.
filming was done. Here are the shots we ended up with. And before filming, I decided to cut down this sequence slightly, but this still leaves us with 15 shots, so we definitely have our work cut out for us. Let's start with the ship, the TIE Whisper.
This is pretty cool what he's able to do right here. Watch this.
Finding 3D models online of specific things like Kylo Ren's TIE Whisper can be quite the challenge. Luckily, I found this one that I think I can make work. It does need a small texture
And he
upgrade
just
though,
wedgied
so
it
I
out,
need the
man.
shaders a bit. But
Look at that.
the next step is 3D tracking the first shot and roughly recreating the geometry.
Oh,
I then
man.
draw a curve I want the TIE Whisper to follow and animate some
Boom.
tilting for the turns. I also add a dust trail, but this doesn't
Boom.
really make any sense since it wasn't dry at all when we filmed, but it does make it look a bit cooler, so who cares? I render it out, add some camera shake, and the shot is done. That wasn't too bad. Unfortunately though, we have
Dude,
a long
right?
way to go. The lightsaber effect is actually pretty easy to create nowadays.
So
but it
this
didn't
is
always have to be
Eric
this
does
way. The first
VFX.
lightsaber effect was
Definitely
created
should
using
check
a
him out,
rotating
guys.
rod with reflective tape
But really, really good video. He came out with this 2 months ago. Now it's just catching some traction right now, man. But Eric with a K, the Norwegian way, does VFX. And that's him. Very, very cool shot. And that's what I was talking to somebody, and I may be having him on the channel. We'll see. We'll see. It's very exciting. But he posted, the fans are doing cooler stuff with Star Wars than the studios are. And he reposted some, I believe it was like a South American animation with Anakin on a planet and stuff like that. I'm just like, I said, without a doubt, the fans are creating more, cheaper, better stuff. And that's... Isn't it crazy that they Lucasfilm hired on the dude who deep faked Luke and made him better than the actual show? I think they let him go too. I think they let him go, or he got laid off or something. But they hired a YouTuber because he found a way to do it. Cheaper, better. I don't know. Just crazy. Just crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't seen the first episode of Daredevil Born Again, I have, honestly, I looked at a couple people's responses, and I don't agree with a lot of it. Some things I do agree. I do agree that my perspective may be twisted by the feelings on the old show a little bit, but I still don't think it's the worst thing ever done, and I may think it's the best Marvel show, and that's what everyone's saying too. So that's the crazy part, is that everyone's like, it's the best Marvel show. That's like saying this is the least smelly poop. This is the least smelly poop. You can't really say that. It's very, very skewed, very biased. But with that, there's some debate with the She-Hulk. Attorney-at-Law star Tatiana Maslany reflects on vitriolic fan response to her MCU debut. And if you guys know anything about the MCU leaks, she is possibly back. Possibly back. And I don't know how you guys feel about talking those leaks. We can talk about them if you want. I don't know if I can show the stuff. I think channels were getting hit with that. But we can talk about it. And I remember every single art piece that was posted there. But Tatiana Maslany first played Jennifer Walters in 2022's It's Been 3 Years She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law. And based on some recent leaked concept art, spoilers, possibly, she'll reprise her role in next year's Avengers Doomsday, which, by the way, I do believe that most of the art that was leaked was not from Doomsday, but from Secret Wars. Not from Doomsday. Doomsday sets the story in motion of where we see those characters in the art, in my opinion. There's maybe 1 or 2 concept art pieces that were from Doomsday, but not every piece. No one could really blame the actor for wanting to move on from the MCU after facing the wrath of some angry fans following her MCU debut. I get it. I mean, it's a job, though. It's a job. It's a Marvel job. Marvel job. While She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, faced plenty of justified criticisms, the special effects at times simply weren't good enough, and the fourth wall breaks found mixed success. Look at you getting critical, Josh Wilding. Many targeted Maslany because the series tackled incel culture and made fun of toxic masculinity. Well, while the show was praised for its feminist themes, the backlash was vocal and at times pretty intense. Unsurprisingly, that's something Maslany struggled with. This is kind of funny. How do you guys feel about the opinionated words inside of all this stuff? Like, just tell me what she said, man. Just say that some people, like, just, I don't know. I think it's crazy. Even if I disagree with it or agree with it, I just find it so biased already. I don't know, because to this day, my comments on my Instagram back 40 weeks ago, they like to go in and all over there. For me, what's so exciting is that Jessica Gao never knew that was going to happen. I mean, she didn't? She wrote it into the show. There's something in She-Hulk that is looking out, and she's aware of the camera. She's aware of something watching her. Interesting. There's a quote from her. Yeah, there's a quote from her right here. Yeah. There's something about the inherent quality to that character that is self-aware and that understands her place within the MCU or within a series or a TV show of a scene or whatever, just like Jennifer Walters is aware of her place within the legal system and how she's struggling as a woman to be taken seriously or be respected. Again, there are so many more interesting things that I can look to than vitriolic fan response where people don't like it or just want to be mean and use you as a dumping ground for their worst thoughts. I cannot imagine. Yeah. But again, like you were saying, there are people who I meet at conventions who are like, I love that show, or I've been reading She-Hulk since I was a kid, and the story of the show is exactly what I like. So the part that I think, I guess you're right. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Facing the wrath of some very angry fans following her MCU debut. You're right. Yeah, so it's justified. It's justified. Because I know that people were reaching out and stuff. I get you. No, you're right. No, you're right. It's accurate. Yeah. I'll say so. You just remember that stuff, and when you work through it, it's a constant thing. Again, yeah, I can't imagine. Like, even seeing the comments that I get it. You liked Orphan Black? I heard great things about Orphan Black. And I don't doubt that she is a great actress. I just doubt that the quality of story here maybe was not what everybody wanted, and I don't think it was deserved. I think they were more interested in telling the fourth wall breaking story than making it a good story, if anything. It's weird to hear that Gao didn't know that was going to happen. That's weird to me. The pressure of joining a franchise as big as MCU is pretty daunting, I bet. She-Hulk wasn't what people wanted, but it wasn't bad. Okay. I need to watch it still. I watched a couple episodes. Ironically enough, I watched it October 2022. I remember because it was before Halloween when it came out. I watched a couple episodes while at the Shake Shack on Hollywood Boulevard before a concert. And that night just so happened to be one of the nights that my truck gets broken into. My truck always gets broken into. Probably a byproduct of the hubris you mentioned earlier. Yeah, probably. Wasn't people want... Yeah. If I'm taking on this part, I'm sort of embodying that in the world too. I'm stepping into something that's bigger than me. that I don't know that I am that. I don't know that I can fill that out. Sounds like, no, you're good. You're good. I understand. People are going to be looking at me and saying things and deciding things. It's true. There's something about it that felt very meshed in with my feelings about even stepping into it. Interesting. So the potential online toxicity was kind of keeping her away from it? Despite what proved to be a pretty rough ride for She-Hulk Attorney at Law, it doesn't appear as if Maslany is going to allow a very vocal minority. I mean, I guess the vocal minority is the people who are speaking out. The majority didn't watch the show. To bully her out of a role she's put a lot of herself into. Yeah, I don't think Brie Larson wants to come back either. Again, I can't imagine what it's like having the microscope on you that hard. I can't imagine. Even like I said, there's a couple of comments on my videos, which I'm all for dialogue, I'm all for talking, but damn, dude. Some weird stuff out there. I'll tell you that. There was one person who said, let me go full screen for this one. I can try to find it. It actually made me laugh. Let me see if I can find it. I'll show you guys it. As your favorite Eric July says, monetize your haters. Monetize your haters. Let me see if I can find it. It made me laugh. I think it was on last Friday or something. This person was kind of funny. Stop yourself. You're a grown man with a beard. Still talking about child's movies. A couple of my videos, my shorts really blew up, man. It was kind of funny. Eric July is a hack and a grifter? Is he really? That's crazy. I can't see that. You think so? They got the answer from Sword. Bro, the word celestial means it came from the sky. That's weird that your chat didn't pop up in YouTube chat, but it came up in my other app. That's kind of funny. You're overthinking. Damn great video. I appreciate that, Sagar. Dude's name is Sagar. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, man. Oops. Shit. No, I just lost it. Fudge. Are you using banned words? What? Hack and a grifter? I didn't know which. I wonder what words are banned. I have just auto set up for that. Did I go too far? Cascade shields. I think I went too far. Hold up. Oh, man. I just had it too, and I lost it. There it is.
How do they know what to call Celestial Island?
How do they know what to call Celestial Island? I'll still say it right here. Hack does have two meanings. Yeah, you could like... Oh, are you saying like to hack? How does hack? I hacked the planet. Hack the planet! It could be. It could be. It could be. Let me show you guys this one. This one's kind of funny. This one's funny right here. Look at this one. Wait, that one's kind of funny. That giant is huge, as if it's a celestial body. Say that again. I like that one. This one right here. You can't quite see it. Underneath me. Right here. The voice does not match the man. The man is in quotes, dude. Why'd you do that? What the fudge? So I replied, the fuck you putting man in quotes for? Like, what? That was the funniest interaction I've had. So Parker White Church 8, you're a funny cat. You're a funny cat, man. You're a funny cat, man. Why'd you get 2 thumbs up? That's not fair. It's not fair. I got investigated? I made it? Is that from Hack the Planet? Is that from Hackers? Oh man. But yeah, the person said the voice does not match the man. Oh my god. I don't even know if I want to say that. Investigated. From wait, I can do Rocky Horror Picture Show. From transsexual Transylvania. Is he still ticking? He's still ticking and kicking, isn't he? No, I have not encountered that word. Oh, dude. Neon Knox. That's sick. The internet is full of crazies. Oh, I bet. I bet. I know. I know. I know it. I think he's sick, but he's still around. Oh yeah, I saw him. He has like Parkinson's or something. But dude, what a great career, right? Holy crap. Holy crap, what a career. Damn, what time is it? Oh, 7:49. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. We got one more story I kind of wanted to talk about. In addition to, like, Daredevil. Nigel Thornberry. I never watched The Wild Thornberrys. I didn't have cable. Nigel. Avengers Doomsday director says Robert Downey Jr. is writing backstory for his take on Doctor Doom. Man, if he gets caught with a comic book out in the wild, that is going to be pretty funny, huh? Oh, it seems you're reading this book from 1987. No, no, I'm not actually reading anything. No. You think he has a false front for what he's actually reading? Like it's the Bible on the outside and he's reading some Doom comics? And whenever he's out in public. Joe and Anthony Russo are doing the press rounds to promote their latest movie, The Electric State, which I do need to watch. I made a video on it and it actually did pretty well, but I talked major shit on that trailer. When it came out. I did not like that trailer. I thought it was Hollywood garbage that did not capture the real soul of The Electric State, the book. So maybe the movie is better. I'd have to see. The talk has inevitably turned to their imminent Marvel Cinematic Universe return for the next two Avengers movies. While speaking to E.T., the filmmakers were asked about the shock announcement that Robert Downey Jr. will be leaving Tony Stark behind to play the villainous Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday. I was 100 feet from where it happened, man. I was in San Diego. I was 100 feet where it happened, man. Ground zero. Anthony revealed that the actor is very hands-on with his role and fully immersed himself in Doom, to the point that he's actually writing some backstory for the character. He's writing backstory, costume ideas. He just really loves rich, three-dimensional characters, and I think he sees a real opportunity here. We wouldn't read too much into this, at least. We can't imagine Downey Jr. has decided to completely alter Doom's origin. In a previous interview, Russo's praised RDJ's dedication to exploring a new character like Victor Von Doom. It doesn't get more exciting. He is playing a completely new character, though. Based on everything... Oh, that's a question. Is he playing a completely new character, though? Based on everything that's been revealed so far, which isn't much, Downey Jr. has been indeed cast as the Doctor Doom and not an evil Stark variant. But rumors persist that he will be joined by the likes of Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, playing villainous versions of their OG Avengers. The Russos were also asked whether they had any Marvel characters in mind for the Electric State star Millie Bobby Brown, and it sounds like they do have a few ideas. They're not going to say it. I guess they're not going to say it. So, shoot, man. I still think it's going to be a Tony variant. They set up this whole multiverse. Abandoning Tony Stark? Yeah, right, exactly. It's going to be a Tony variant. I already know. We already know. But how are they going to set him up? What's going to be his inspiration? I still like the idea of the twisting on the Age of Ultron Tony that we have. So again, Tony saw what happened in New York in 2012 and he overreacted. He wanted to put a suit of armor around the world because that was that universe's Tony. Versus this Tony that I don't know anything. I have not heard anything. I'm not, what's his name or her name? What's it? Say hello? Something like that? Something hello? My time to shine hello. I'm not that person. But my thought is, if this is the same person, quote unquote, in a different universe, and let's say Galactus attacks New York City. In my universe, with the Baxter Building, with the Fantastic Four, that kind of thing, what does a Tony Stark in that world do? And let's say that world gets introduced to magic or anything else. He then starts dipping his toes into that. So not only is he technological, he is also magical. So there's got to be some introduction of magic or some celestial magic or something where Doom can get involved with that, because Doom's a master of magic and technology. He is both. He is both, and he is Doom. No one stays dead except for Uncle Ben. Well, yeah, kind of. In a different dimension, we're reading Ultimate now, huh? Ultimate Spider-Man. They brought Gwen Stacy back. We thought Gwen Stacy was safe from being unresurrected. Safe from being resurrected. Something like that. But you never know. You never know. And lastly, last story before we get to the comics. I'm so sorry. We have a 2-minute fan film, 3-minute fan film from Star Wars from Hoplite VFX. This is the 2/12 fan film. I hope you haven't seen it, because I haven't. Let's watch and react to it. Let's go. Is it gonna deserve an applause? We will see. We will see right now, eh? So this is the 2/12 fan film, again, from Hoplite VFX. I've been seeing this make the rounds. Let's watch. What did I say about fans making better shit, dude? Oh, man. This looks like a Warhammer animation, dude. Ah, okay. Well, gosh. All right. Is this Doom music over it? That's sick. I gotta say, Mick Gordon really killed soundtracks moving forward, huh? What do you need a 10-string guitar for? Oh, shit. This looks... Yeah, exactly. This looks amazing. Holy crap, dude! Oh my lord. How? Just, yes. I love the mirrored shot of that in episode 3. No! Oh my god. Hoplite. Yes.
General Kenobi.
Oh my god. Indeed. Yeah, you need to go follow them right now. Follow them right now. Holy crap, guys. Hoplite VFX. Let's see if they have a website. Do they not? Jesus. We needed this in the Clone Wars? Fudge, dude. That was, like I said, it felt like a Warhammer cinematic or animatic or something from the Warhammer channel, dude. God, that was sick. just want to watch it again. Just the lighting alone. Like, look at that. Gosh. Yeah, definitely. We're giving it another applause. That's sick. Like, even this looks like... My God. It's very cool. Now, the next thing you need to do, though, I want fan films to evolve, right? This is very reminiscent of intro cinematic CG of, let's say, Old Republic, right? The Old Republic RPG, MMORPG. This looks so good. The layers and everything here, this is so good. But the next thing I want these short films to do is like character work and stuff. That's what I think a lot of fan films that I've seen, at least, fall flat. They get the action down, and I know that that's what they care about, is a lot of action, a lot of... I mean, don't get me wrong, the way that this was shot was beautiful. The way it was planned out, cinematic as fudge, dude. Brilliant work. And then, just like I said, the next steps that I want to see is that next step in storytelling. You know, characters. Make a show out of it. Hope maybe this is a way of them getting funding for a possible show. Or just more work in general. That'd be sick. That would be sick. Sorry, I was watching it and you guys couldn't see it, but... Man, that's great. I've been wanting to watch this with you guys, so... Glad we got a chance, but Hoplite VFX. 6 days ago. Oh, Instagram. You can follow them on Instagram. They also got a Gmail, but feel free to check them out. I'm going to give them a coveted like. Beautiful. And I love the mirroring that they did here. Agree with the character stuff? Yes. That's what I want next. You got the action down, you got the framing right, you got everything, the staging correct. Let's get into some characters. Let's do some character work. I do remember watching a couple of directors, and they said something about a lot of new directors go for drama first, and maybe they're doing this on purpose to learn staging, to learn framing and everything. But they do say to do either a comedy or a horror movie first. Make that your first film. And I think what the reason is that it teaches you everything you need to learn about movie making, about all of that. Lighting, staging, framing, everything. It teaches you everything you need to know, so that way you can do something else. So I'm curious if they always use action shorts as a way to get into there. That's all. But amazing, amazing work. And I can't wait for stuff to get cheaper, better, faster. And to have more people grabbing the reins, telling their own stories. But this was great, dude. Having Grievous come out, damn. And he looked good. Looked good. One more applause, please. One more applause. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, you guys ready to talk some comic books? I actually did get to read through a lot. I'm sorry, Milky. Milky's asleep. Milky's asleep. So I read through a lot of last week's. I'm sorry I didn't get to do last week again. Apologies. I read through Hornsby and Halo. I already taped them up too. This one was actually a pretty good issue, man. I liked seeing their powers and the secrets being more and more revealed, and them actually dealing with the problems of their parents stealing stuff and them having to solve the zombie outbreak. It was kind of cool. This one, Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 14, last week as well, we actually saw the battle between a broken down Peter Parker, broken down Harry Osborn, and Kraven the Hunter, as well as Mole Man and Mysterio. Mysterio and Mole Man kind of stay out of the way, but Kraven is hunting them in... Oh my god, I was blanked on the name. The Savage Land. This is their version of Savage Land, which Mole Man is basically, it's his dominion, and he's allowing Kraven the Hunter to use it as a hunting ground for them. But with Mysterio involved, I don't trust anything that's going on. But apparently Harry dies. So we'll see if that's real or not, but Peter made his way out. He didn't get out unscathed. He is hurting, dude. He's hurting. He is very damaged. As soon as he walks in through the door of his apartment and sees MJ, he's like, Harry's gone. He's gone. So is that true? Is it not? We will see later on. Also, a pretty cool conversation between the new Black Cat and Peter's son, who is in the symbiote suit right now, being a weird Spider-Man. This Epitaphs from the Abyss, issue number 8. I like this one. This one was really good. A good couple of stories in there. Yeah, that was a good one. Doom Academy. I think we talked about this one, but I did read it. Doom Academy number 1. Not sure I'm going to be picking up the rest. This is a continuation of Strange Academy, and now it's Doom Academy because he is the Sorcerer Supreme. It does start out a conspiracy with kids, so if you like Harry Potter, if you like young adult school kind of stories with magic and kind of running around the outside of the Doom storyline from One World Under Doom or whatever it's called, then you'll like this one. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to keep thinking about it. But Doom Academy number 1. Yeah, One World Under Doom. Daredevil Unleash Hell. This one is actually... this is my first introduction to Muse. I didn't get to read the original Muse release with the real Daredevil. So this is Elektra's interaction with the now deceased Muse, resurrected from hell, possessing an art student. And what happens here is deeply grotesque. Deeply grotesque. Muse is an effed up, horrible... He's an artist. He's definitely an artist, but he's using bodies for the art. So if that's what Muse is about, count me in for the show. I'm stoked for that. I don't think we've dealt with Matt, like with a serial killer, have we? I don't think we have. I got some more thoughts on the Daredevil show, by the way. I need to record them maybe this weekend and post them. Like episode 1 and 2, more thoughts, like more critical thoughts. I was just happy to have it back last night, man, so I kind of went easy on it. Black Panther, Ultimate Black Panther, issue number 13. We get deeper and deeper into the story between, well, Aurora, Killmonger, T'Challa, everybody here. Gosh, this one's pretty good. It's still my third, probably favorite Ultimate book, after Spider-Man and after... what's the first one that I like? Oh, Wolverine. Wolverine's freaking sick, dude. I love the Ultimate Wolverine book. But yeah, that's probably third favorite. I like it. Uncanny X-Men issue number 10. This one finished out the story of the teenagers getting attacked in the mall, and they were able to conclude that and deactivate all the Sentinels. That was cool. The teenagers, the new kids, really got to hold their own. Daredevil issue number 18. We're getting very close to Daredevil issue number 20. This one sees the demon actually holding 2 people hostage, Bullseye and the Child, and it's the demon of wrath. I do believe it's the demon of wrath. I don't remember, but yeah, this one is getting... I didn't like the last issue, but I do like this issue. And then Ultimate Wolverine issue number 2. This one was absolutely sick. Chris Condon is killing it, getting a really good introduction into this Wolverine in this world. He takes out an entire troop of, very easily, takes out an entire squad of bad guys who are basically released, and Wolverine has to prove that he is capable of killing them all, and he is. But a really good interaction between Colossus and Magic, who is in charge of Eurasia in the Ultimate Timeline, and who are friends with the Maker. And Colossus really does put Wolverine in his place. He puts him in his place. So pretty crazy to see. Ultimate X-Men issue number 12. I just read this one tonight. I liked this issue. This one was cool. You see a lot of play between our main character and the main bad guy who is who is a part of the not Children of the Atom, but you know, something like that. I think it is Children of the Atom. But he is messing with her, and we actually get a reveal on how her best friend did end himself. I don't know if what I'm allowed to say, but he did commit that act on himself, and he did it with the help of the bad guy because of what she did. So this dude had this toy, and it's a toy of protection, armor, one would say, and he gave it to our main character, and she dropped it or something, and it's seen as kind of embarrassing, I guess, in this culture. So our main bad dude, he held up the armor piece to her face and he said, you dropped this. And all the friends are kind of making fun of her, and she's like, oh no, ew, no, I didn't. And her friend overhears that, and that night he does that act to himself with a little bit of help from the bad guy. So he said, I didn't make him do anything he didn't want to do. He just kind of gave him a slight push. So that was Ultimate X-Men issue number 12. Also, May Storm breaks into the bad dude's house, kind of. She pretends to be a friend of his and is kind of attacked by his mother. So, kind of a weird one there. Peach Momoko. I think that's all that I read. Oh, nope. I got one more. Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 5 was a great ending to the arc of the bad creature from her realm attacking the planet, attacking the city, I guess I should say. Her way of finishing it was to transmogrify herself into something that could defeat this being of lots of power. Almost like she can't beat him with her fists, she can't beat it any other way, fire, everything else. So she's able to transmogrify herself, transform herself. The whip is the transmogrification. I can't seem to say that word, man. Anyways, it transforms her into a Medusa. She transforms into a Medusa, but when she does that, she forgets herself. She forgets who she is. So she has become, it's because it's not just she puts on the skin of the Medusa, she literally becomes the Medusa. So with that, the creature stares into her eyes and becomes stone. And with that is defeated. It's just stone, literally just stone. But after that, she, again, like I said, forgets herself and she starts attacking the city. And Steve Trevor had a great connection with her. We've been building it up. He saved her. She saved his life getting out of hell. She actually sacrificed her arm to get him out of hell. And she uses magic to bring back her arm. And that's why she has that tattoo on her right arm right there. So he says that you won't hurt me. And he first comes out blindfolded. And it's pretty cool. But he's like, you can't hurt me, that kind of thing. And then she starts slowly revealing herself, and then she is able to get out of it. So, good ending. But then she is sucked up by a portal hand back into hell. That's that. X-Men issue number 12. We see Alpha Flight taking part in a rescue mission of our X-Men that are inside this creature that's trying to fly into space and steal Scott Summers, because the Phoenix Force is out there and they say only Scott Summers can contain it. So Alpha Flight helps him in that fight, and they're able to bring the creature down and save everybody. So yeah, Scott Summers has a bounty on him because of the Phoenix Force. And that's all that I read in the last week. It's a lot of reading. Poll list from last week, though. This is last week's poll. I haven't finished reading it yet. Green Arrow, issue number 21. Again, a Chris Condon joint. Enjoying this one about a serial killer. Hard Water. Justice League Unlimited, issue number 4. Another cool one. I like seeing all the Justice League members, and then I can't wait to read this one. It is such a callback. Rogue the Savage Land, issue number 2. I didn't think it was gonna be so soon. I guess it hasn't been so soon, but that is last week's poll list and what I read. Double feature, hell yeah. Hell yeah. We gotta read these though. We gotta read those. And then for this week, I got 7 books here. What is going to be our pick of the week? It's got some heavy hitters. It's got some heavy hitters. This is a close one. First up is Cruel Kingdom, issue number 3. Cruel Kingdom. This one is, again, just like Epitaphs from the Abyss. It is an anthology story. It usually centers around kind of horror-centered, but not like horrors, and Epitaphs from the Abyss is straight up terror. This is fantasy-based. So think of Black Mirror, except fantasy and magic, sorcery, that kind of thing. And that's what you get out of Cruel Kingdom. Again, it usually does not turn out very well for the people involved in those stories, but I'm digging it. I like that one a lot. I get that one, Epitaphs from the Abyss, and their science one. I like all 3 of those. Next one is from Ghost Machine. This is Jeff Johns, Ivan Reese, Danny Miki. This is Hyde Street, issue number 4. This is their horror-centric book with Ghost Machine. Again, we have Mr. X-Ray and the Boy Scout. I forgot his name. They're in this realm that is almost torturous to people. Like it's almost like a world between worlds before you get into your afterlife. What's that called again? Can't remember. But they are kind of like twisting these people even more so. They're not good people, and they're making them pay. Purgatory. It's like an evil purgatory that they're doing. And so Mr. X-Ray and the Boy Scout mess with people. Really mess with people. And so that's what Hyde Street is. But it looks like we have a new character on the block. It's a really cool cover. But yeah, I think I get all the Ghost Machine books, dude. I get all the Ghost Machine books. Little thin on this, Jeff Lemire. Little thin, JSA, issue number 5. So the Injustice Society has attacked the Justice Society. And last time we had a good issue with Dr. Midnight. So we're probably going to catch up with the other group with this. So hopefully we get into more of the new Dr. Fate, the Dr. Fate boy. They were trying to steal Dr. Fate's helmet in the last couple issues. So where are we on that? We'll find out in here. But so far, dude, like I said, Jeff Lemire, good book. I'm glad I'm picking it up. Shit, sorry. My least favorite Ultimates book, guys. My least favorite. But it looks like we got a new type of Punishers. That's pretty freaking hilarious. But the Ultimates, issue number 10. And look who's on the cover. Is that a bad Punisher group again? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bad Punishers. Yeah, this is probably my least favorite book. You'd think it would be my favorite, but just not. I'm not digging it. It's just... There's been a couple of cool episodes. The Luke Cage episode. Jesus, I've been watching too much TV now. A couple of good issues. The issue I liked was the Luke Cage one. I liked that one a lot, talking about this universe's Luke Cage and how he got his powers. But everything else has been kind of meh. But Ultimates issue number 10, I'll let you guys know how this one is. It looks like Cap and their version of Hawkeye is fighting off the Punishers. The Punisher boys. Next is issue 11 from Uncanny X-Men. These 2 X-Men books are really writing off of Charles Xavier possibly being freed again. So this is X-Manhunt Part 1 of 7. I'm curious what books this goes into, but it looks like we got a bad Xavier. Looks like we got a bad Xavier going on. So we'll see what happens in that one. He did make his way out of the imprisonment last time we saw them. This one is from Christian Ward and Viras. This is Two-Face, issue number 4. I really do like this side story. I think the courtroom proceeding that he is doing in the White Church is pretty crazy to see him set up with everything with the Grim Reaper judge and everything, and the court cases that he's hearing. But now we're getting into the duality, the fight between the two sides of Two-Face. You know, he thinks he's in charge. He's not. He thinks he can outwit his other half. He can't. So, yeah, good book, man. It's kind of like they're playing off of Christian Ward as an artist too, because it's a little bit of Christian Ward artistry inside there. But I'm digging it. And lastly, the pick of the week. That's pick of the week. Yep. The pick of the week this week goes to Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu. I really do like this book. It's a little thin this week, but it's by McKay and I forgot his name. Carbone. Or Carbone. But this one I really do dig, man. Mark Spector, he got into a fight with the leader of the gang, the leader of everything that he is fighting against. This gang has killed the Midnight Mission. It has displaced him and his friends, his family, and they've been on the run ever since. He sent the police after him. It's just been really, really crazy. And little did he know that he was actually facing an Asgardian the whole time. He was fighting an Asgardian, and he was wondering why all of his punches weren't doing anything. But yeah, the bad guy in this story is Asgardian. We just found that out in the last page of the last book, so the repercussions of that is going to fall out here. It's possible that we don't even get a Mark Spector in this. It's possible that we catch up with everybody else. But I'm really, really enjoying this Moon Knight run, and I'm happy I hopped onto it. And it just makes me excited to see a Moon Knight street level story. Come on, Marvel. You have it in you. You have it in you. Get it right with Daredevil. Do some do some Moon Knight stories, please. And that's the pick of the week. That's the pick of the week, man. Speaking of Eric July, you're not gonna like my knick-knack of the week. You're not gonna like my knick-knack. Speaking of Eric July, a little bit different packaging than last time. He's skimping out. They tape it to hell? Holy shit. Did you know what's coming now, Brett? You know what's showing up now? I had to, dude. I like this character. Dang, this is FedEx not goofing around. Okay, so they did keep the same packaging. They just changed the outside packaging. Very curious. Your favorite. Your favorite. Did my... Oh, my knife is still here. Yes, I got this really cheap knife. Trash. Oh, shit. That's what we forgot. Hey, Brett, remind me. I got a Kickstarter to remind you guys about that I funded. Gosh. There we go. Trash. I imagine your voice. Trash. Garbage. Heck yeah, dude. I got a notification. But I do want to read this book. Bloodruth. I want to read Bloodruth, man. I liked her character. That's our knick-knack. Little Bloodruth action. I want to see the history of her, if badass or not, man. It's got Jen and Sylvia, Saska, Michael Montanat, and Brett R. Smith. So, Bloodruth. I'm excited for that one. I want to read that one. So maybe I'll read this one and the Alpha Core. I skipped a couple of books, so I'm a little bit behind. I'm a little bit behind, and they got ISOM 3 coming out, so. Psh, Milky's passed out, bro. I wish I could show you guys Milky. Oh, wait. Is this still hooked up? Let me see if my Razer cam's still hooked up. No, it's not. Oh well. Not. Okay. Oh well. But, okay, yeah, let's go to that Kickstarter. Milky Cam? Yeah. Ugh, is there a dark version of this screen, dude? God, my eyeballs are killing me. Ugh. Eyeballs. Haven! Haven #1, our buddy from Haven Comics. Haven Comic. If you show up in my chat, more than likely I'll help you out, man. So he had his project funded. He got 100 backers. He got $4,372. No, $4,372. And yeah, it looks like they hit the end of our campaign. We have hit the coveted 100 backers. Thank you all for supporting, and I promise you will love this book. From the bottom of my heart, you have no idea what this means to me. So what happens next? Well, you will all be receiving a backers survey in a couple of days that will fill out information for shipping rewards. I aim to have the digital versions done in the next couple weeks, if not sooner, and we'll keep you updated. We have just completed pages 17 and 18, so 2 more to go, and then getting it lettered, so we will well on our way. Everything should be shipped out by mid to late April, if not sooner. We're working with a fulfillment company in the States, so know that everything will be bagged, boarded, and looking beautiful. Thank you for coming along this journey, and I know I have some lifelong fans here. This is only the beginning. So Brandon showed up in chat a couple weeks back. Haven, if you guys remember the story, it is of his uncle. It is a cop story. So it's not of his uncle, it's influenced by his uncle, so it's a cop superhero story. But hey man, he showed up in chat, he was chill, and yeah, I backed this project. I backed him up, bro. So all good, he got his stuff funded. I was looking at his name. Brayden, congratulations. Congratulations on your Kickstarter funding, and I cannot wait to have it in my hands, and it will definitely be the knick-knack of the week when I get it. Absolutely. Oh man, Kickstarter needs a dark mode. Every website needs a dark mode from now on. But congratulations, Brayden. Haven #1 coming out. Very happy to fund that. So yes, I'll give money to Eric July, and then if there's any other Kickstarter stuff, we can probably look into that, to be honest. But I mean, maybe I should do a video like if you have any Kickstarter projects or real indie projects, to let me know. You know, I love new stuff. I like supporting people too. Post a link. I can put it into for Haven. Haven's done though. I did that for him last time, huh? Yeah, it is done, but I mean, if you wanna, I'll put it into the description. Check out Haven Comic. There you go. Haven-1-A superhero noir story. There it is, posted. So it's in the description. If you refresh, it will be in there. But yeah, congratulations, Brayden. Viloria. Even though you're Canadian. I'm just going to say that. What can I say? Americans are the most charitable country in the gosh darn world. I'm going to say that. Oh, it says broadcast updated. Cool. But yeah, that's basically it for the pull list, guys. 8:30. I don't have any. I do have a little bit of dishes to wash, but not much. I should probably, I have to work on my project that's behind me, so we are gonna do some more Avowed gameplay next Sunday. Oh, I forgot. We have a very, very special video coming out this Friday morning. So hopefully you all wake up to it. It is going over a soundtrack of a video game that is very near and dear to my heart, and it has been for over 15 years, let's say. I think it's been 14 years, but whatever. I'll say 15. Because the trailer probably was revealed before. Oh, you work Sundays? Boo. Boo. All good, man. I'm sad. Hopefully it's a good gig. So, I don't know if you saw, Lewis was in chat too. He got a new job. He's got to wake up early too. So, everyone's growing up. No, all good, man. I appreciate your hanging out with me and watching my stuff. So, but like I said, we have a very special video coming out Friday. I may post it. A bad job? Oh, shit. Oops. I may post it on the channel as like a premiere. I don't know what the difference really is, but I'm very stoked on it. And it's a video that I've had in I have a notebook of ideas. I've had it in my notebook for a year and a half. So it's a video that I've wanted to tackle for a long time, and I'm really, really happy that it's now going to be out. So that comes out Friday morning. Please do enjoy and have a great rest of your guys' week. Oh, man. And have a great weekend as well. If you have to work, terribly sorry, but I hope that it is good shifts. See, good shifts and a good time still. And yeah, that's basically it, man. But thank you all so much for watching. Brett, Collector, Lewis, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Comic Book Club. Basically what we are, a comic book club, okay? Comic book club. But, yep, thanks for hanging out. We're going to be back on Sunday for some more Avowed gameplay. And, yeah, feel free to tune in on Friday. We have not tune in, but, Friday we have a new video coming out. So, hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and a great weekend. And we will see you Sunday. Take care. And keep it nerdy.
Tracker hunting coons at night. Game the swinging axes, but his aim ain't right. Legolas is prepping, shooting butts off logs. Harlan's painting toenails, yelling at the dogs. Saruman's of neighbors always causing grief, scheming in his tower like a backwoods thief. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow.
Of Arrakis, it's me, Shia, your beloved sandworm of the desert. Many people are saying Paul Atreides, little Paul Atreides. I call him Pesky Paul. He's Al-Mahdi. People are calling him Lisan Al-Gaib. Pesky Paul's calling himself Muad'Dib. He said, Muad'Dib, I'm a little desert mouse, just a humble little desert mouse. And he is very tiny. I saw him.
Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles, middle-aged mutant ninja turtles, middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. All of their shoes are from New Balance. The turtles used to battle all over New York. It was radical. Now they work late nights in customer support. It pays the bills. They would break dance in their teens, and now they use sleep apnea machines. Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles.
Colonel, this is Snake. I've made it to the insertion point. I stayed pretty warm due to that anti-freezing peptide that you gave to me, but I have to admit, I was able to smuggle out my smokes in my stomach. It wasn't fantastic, but I gotta have them ciggies. Psychic powers are cheating. I'm gonna plug my controller into port 2. Hind D. More like D Hind. Ho! But seriously, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
Big back, big back, big.
You